Good evening, I'm Abhyuday Shrestha and these are the headlines of the hour. Acting General Secretary of the Parliament, Padma Prasad P found obtaining his second citizenship certificate by reducing his age to receive an American scholarship. Legal experts term it a crime. The government endorses policy to produce green hydrogen to replace petroleum products. Kathmandu University to run vehicle by hydrogen within a month. Former U.S. President Donald Trump handed a stinging defeat by a Manhattan jury, orders him to pay $83.3 million to writer E. Jean Carroll, who said he destroyed her reputation. And Bagmati defeats Lumini by 6 wickets in the Prime Minister Cup National Cricket Tournament to climb to the second spot. APF also thumps Gundaki by 88 runs.
घर बनाउँदै हुनुहुन्छ एकपटक शिवम सन्देश अवश्य हेर्नुस्।
It has been revealed that Acting General Secretary of the Parliament, Padma Prasad P himself had filed application to obtain his citizenship certificate by reducing his age by 6 years. P had obtained the citizenship by reducing his age to opt for higher studies, as he could not do so after the age of 40 due to legal provisions. A complaint had been filed at the Parliamentary Committee demanding to probe into the case and take action against Pandey, who has been recommended for the post of the Parliament's General Secretary, citing he had obtained and misused multiple citizenship certificates and passports. According to the document received through the Ministry of Home Affairs from the District Administration Office Palpa, Pandey had filed an application to reduce his age by 6 years. Pandey has maintained his date of birth as 1st of October 1969 in his first citizenship certificate he had obtained. However, according to another citizenship certificate obtained by Pandey in some 14 years ago, which includes the signature of his uncle, his age has been reduced by 6 years, maintaining his date of birth as 10th of January 1975. Sources from the District Administration Office Palpa have said that Pandey had scrapped both the citizenship certificates on 9th of September 2019 and had obtained a copy of the personal document. Pandey has so far obtained 3 citizenship certificates and 2 passports. According to the District Administration Office, a former Chief District Officer of Palpa, Birendra Kumar Yadav, had rejected Pandey's demand of scrapping his citizenship certificate that was acquired by reducing his age. Yadav, who had been appointed to the post on 25th of April 2019, had been transferred within 4 months on 28th of August of the same year for his reluctance in undertaking Pandey's work. Umesh Kumar Dhakal was sent to Palpa as the acting chief district officer. Dhakal had scrapped Pandey's citizenship certificate within 2 weeks of assuming the post. Pandey had used the citizenship certificate with his age reduced by 10 years. A new citizenship certificate can be acquired only when the previous one is lost or an individual migrates from one place to another. However, the name and date of birth of the applicant must remain the same. When an individual obtains the citizenship certificate by changing the date of birth, it is considered a crime. Pandey had obtained another citizenship certificate by altering his personal information. Electric vehicles have started to take over the automobile market in recent time. In the meantime, Nepal has advanced into discussions on the operation of vehicles and industries using green hydrogen. The government has endorsed the green hydrogen policy with a view to cut off imports of petroleum products by producing green hydrogen from electricity. It has been 15 years since Nepal started research on green hydrogen. The Tribhuvan University and the Western Michigan University had first conducted research on the possibility of hydrogen energy in Nepal some 15 years ago. In the budget of the last fiscal year, declaration was made to begin necessary works for the use of hydrogen energy in the transport and industrial sectors. Likewise, the budget also included a plan to establish chemical fertilizer industries by using green hydrogen and green ammonia technology, which has yet to materialize. The government has finally implemented the green hydrogen policy, which states that acts related to green hydrogen and its production and work plan in this regard will be implemented. The policy includes criteria for production of hydrogen, storage and transportation. Furthermore, the production companies will be provided income tax exemption for a certain period of time, exemption on customs on import of required equipment, inflation rate, among others. As per the policy, royalty exemption will also be provided to companies that establish their own hydropower company. The government has also introduced a policy to ease consumption and market for green hydrogen. Farmers have been reeling under scarcity of chemical fertilizers amid lack of production in the country, while 21 billion rupees is being spent annually on its import. Nepal has immense potential in hydropower production. Research on the possibility of over 20,000 megawatt capacity hydropower projects is underway, while some projects are in various phases of construction. Experts say that the electricity produced in Nepal can be used within the country to produce green hydrogen and decrease the import of petroleum products. It's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
But before that, let's take a look at the results from yesterday's poll. Yesterday, we had asked you, what should be done to extend the Kathmandu stay of tourists? 46% voted for A, Kathmandu-focused packages, 15% for B, collaboration between local levels and businesses, and 30% for C, prioritize promotion. And here's today's question. What should be done to promote alternative energy? Your options are A, facilitate policy, B, increase investment, and C, make consumers aware. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your option A, B, or C, and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. Finance Minister Prakash Charan Mahat has claimed that foreign investors have been expressing desire to invest in various sectors of the country. He said that the process of identifying appropriate projects for investment has already begun. Inaugurating the marketing summit that has begun in Kathmandu from today, Finance Minister Mahat said that business persons from India, China, and the USA, among other countries, are interested in investing in Nepal. He claimed that Nepal will not lack investment, citing all economic indicators are positive. The investment summit that is scheduled to be held in Nepal on 21st and 22nd of April later this year to encourage investment in the country. Speaking during the program, Chairperson of the Nepal Marketing Association, Mahesh Swar, highlighted the immense possibility in Nepal and said that marketing was the key to unveil them. Nepal has been unable to promote its goods and services in the international market amid lack of proper marketing. A successful test has been conducted for the vaccine against African swine fever, a highly contagious viral disease of pigs and boars. The government had administered the vaccine produced in Vietnam to infected pigs and boars in various farms of the Bagmati province. Officials of the Department of Livestock Services have claimed that antibodies have developed in the livestock that had been vaccinated. The vaccine is expected to be effective in preventing the disease that has turned into an epidemic since last year. The department has said that preparations are underway to introduce legal provisions which will allow the private sector to import the vaccine. Countries besides Vietnam have yet to develop the vaccine. African swine fever had been detected in boars that were being reared at the capital's Kageshwari Manohara area on 16th of May 2022. The department has said that the disease has already spread to 40 districts. Meanwhile, the department has predicted that around 80,000 pigs and boars have died due to the disease so far. In our Public Voice segment today, we have asked people in several provinces regarding proper management of forests and wildlife. Let's take a look at what they had to say.
निकुञ्जको क्षेत्र वरिपरि सबभन्दा बढी तारबारको व्यवस्था गर्नु पर्यो
जंगल वरिपरि भएको मानव बस्तीहरुलाई हटाउनु पर्यो त्यसलाई अन्त्य व्यवस्थापन गर्नु पर्यो
खुल्ला तपाईको यो जू नीति ल्यायो भने राम्रो हुन्छ खाली संरक्षण मात्रै अहिलेको जस्तो भयो भने धेरै घाटामा जान्छ त्यहाँ मान्छेहरु पनि त्यहाँ संरक्षित हुँदैनन् मान्छे मर्छन् द्वन्द झन् सर्किन्छ
तार जाली बार त्यो लगाएर त्यो
बस्तीतिर त्यो जनावरहरू नआओस्।
वन्यजन्तु संरक्षणको लागि ठोस नीति नियम र कानुन चाहिँ ल्याइदिए धेरै राम्रो हुन्थ्यो।
बाँदरले गर्दा त हामीले एउटा गमलामा फुलसम्म लगाउन नपाउने स्थिति आएको छ। उखाल्ने फाल्दिने र एकदम दुःख दिइरहेको बेलामा यसको लागि यो स्थानीय सरकारले पनि पहल गर्नुपर्ने देख्छु।
वनको छेउछेउमा जुन मानिसहरू छ उहाँहरूलाई जागरुक बनाउनु पर्यो।
It's time now for the international updates. Former U.S. President Donald Trump was handed a stinging defeat yesterday by a Manhattan jury that ordered him to pay $83.3 million to writer E. Jean Carroll, who said he destroyed her reputation as a trustworthy journalist by denying he raped her. Jurors needed less than 3 hours to reach a verdict in the Manhattan federal court following a 5-day trial. The sum that Trump was ordered to pay far exceeded the minimum $10 million that Carroll had sought. Carroll's case has become an issue in Trump's campaign to retake the White House in the November U.S. election. Trump is the frontrunner for the Republican nomination to challenge Democratic President Joe Biden, who beat him in 2020. Trump attended most of the trial but was not in the courtroom to hear the verdict. He said in a social media post that he will appeal. The 7-man, 2-woman jury, whose members were kept anonymous, awarded Carroll $18.3 million in compensatory damages, including $11 million for harm to her reputation. The jurors also awarded $65 million in punitive damages, which Carroll said were needed to stop Trump from continuing to defame her. Today's deployment marks the biggest in number since Taiwan elected pro-independence President Lai Ching-te. It comes after 2 U.S. congressmen ended their official visit to the island yesterday. The island's defense ministry today said Beijing has sent 33 fighter jets and a group of 6 naval vessels towards Taiwan, adding that Taiwan responded by deploying its own forces. The number of daily warplane deployments marked a new high since Taiwan held its democratic presidential and legislative elections on 13th of January. The increased military pressure from Beijing came as 2 U.S. congressmen wrapped up a 3-day visit to Taiwan yesterday. Ami Bera and Mario Diaz-Balart had come as the first official U.S. delegation since the election of William Lai Ching-te as Taiwan's new president. The ministry said 13 of the 33 Chinese fighter jets crossed the unofficial median line in the Taiwan Strait that separates Taiwan and China. Moreover, the ministry reported that 2 Chinese balloons crossed the line and then disappeared while flying to the northern and southern parts of the island. The rise in tensions in the Taiwan Strait also followed an announcement that senior U.S. and Chinese officials would meet in the Thai capital as the 2 superpowers seek to cool tensions. U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan and Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi were both in Bangkok for talks, although it was not clear if they had already met or not. Now for the sports news.
Sports news.
Bagmati Province defeated Lumini Province by 6 wickets in the Prime Minister Cup National Cricket Tournament today. In the match played at the Tribhuvan University Cricket Ground in Kantipur, Lumini Province batted first after losing the toss and were bowled out in 32.2 overs for a paltry total of 106 runs. Lumini were in early trouble as they lost their first wicket of Mrinal Gurung when only 7 runs were on the board in 4.2 overs and were 2 wickets down when the score was 32 after 12 overs. Lumini kept losing wickets at regular intervals and were finally bowled out for 106 runs. Surya Tamang was the pick of the Bagmati bowlers, grabbing 6 wickets. Chasing a victory target of 107 runs, Bagmati romped home in just 17.2 overs, losing 4 wickets. Opener top scored for Bagmati with 50 runs off 54 balls, hitting 2 sixes and 5 fours. Skipper Rit Gautam also contributed 24 runs in Bagmati's win. With the win, Bagmati have climbed to the second spot of the points table, securing 12 points from 9 matches and concluded their league stage matches. Meanwhile, Lumini remained in the 9th position with 2 points from 6 matches after today's loss. In another Prime Minister Cup National Cricket match played today, Armed Police Force thumped Gandaki Province by 88 runs. In the match played at the Mulpani Cricket Ground, APF were put to bat first and were bowled out in 47.2 overs after posting an impressive total of 207 runs. Opener Lokesh Bum top scored for APF with 50 runs off 67 balls with the help of 2 sixes and 5 fours. Bhuvan Karki also contributed 45 runs while Pradeep Airi added 39. Kamal Pariyar with 3 wickets was the leading wicket taker for Gandaki. Chasing a steep target of 208 runs for victory, Gandaki were bowled out for 119 runs in 33.4 overs. Opener Samir Kanel was the leading run scorer for Gandaki with 33 runs, while another opener Ishwar Chetri added 28 runs. Amar Rutela was the most successful APF bowler, grabbing 4 wickets. With the win, APF remained in the 6th position in the points table with 8 points from 7 matches. Following today's loss, Gandaki remained in the 8th spot with 4 points from 7 matches. 3-star club blanked Bhutan's Paro FC 2-0 to book a spot in the semi-finals of the Aharara Pokhara Gold Cup. In the first quarter-final of the tournament played at the Pokhara Stadium today, 3-star missed many opportunities to score in regulation time but failed to score any goals, and the match went into extra time after a goalless deadlock. In added extra time of 30 minutes, Ashish Chapagai scored both the goals to secure 3-stars victory. Ashish scored in the first goal in the 26th minute of the extra time and the second in the 29th minute to brush aside Paro FC 2-0 and advance into the semi-finals. 3-star had reached the quarterfinals, defeating host Sahara 2-1. Meanwhile, Bhutanese Premier Club League winner Paro FC directly qualified for the quarterfinals. This was Paro FC's first participation at the tournament. 3-star will now face the winner of the match between Jaulakhel Youth Club and Manang Marshangli Club in the semi-finals this Wednesday. The second quarterfinal of the tournament features a clash between defending champions Sankata Club and Tribhuvan Army Club tomorrow. Kathmandu's Neuro team NRT has won the title of the first edition of the Ilam Gold Cup, edging past Jhapa's Birtamor United 4-3 in the tiebreaker. In the title decider played at Thulo Tunikhel in Ilam today, the match had to be decided through penalty kicks after regulation play ended in a goalless stalemate. Jay Gurung, Sumit Shrestha, Vivek Gurung and foreign player Priso converted spot kicks for NRT, while Yogesh Gurung, Devendra Tamang and Shyam Mulmi scored for Birtamor United. NRT stormed into the final, defeating host Red Horse, while Birtamor had defeated Panchthar Football Club in the semis. Along with the title, NRT bagged 500,000 rupees in prize money. Runners-up Birtamor United had to settle for 300,000 rupees. Birtamor United's Rohan Karki was adjudged the player of the tournament. Likewise, Ilam's Navyug Shrestha was the top scorer of the tournament, and Vivek Magar bagged the Rising Player Award. Meanwhile, Priso was adjudged the best goalkeeper, Sanjit Rai the best defender, Yogesh Gurung the best midfielder, and Rajiv Lepchan won the best forward award. That's all for the moment. Thank you for watching. Good night.